The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
There are several critical mistakes people can make after car accidents. Attorney Richard Smith wrote a book about it. And one mistake that he sees all too often is when a client gives a recorded statement without an attorney present. Richard Smith, Smith Injury Law, joining us this morning. Hi.
Good morning, Margaret.
Whether a client is injured in a car wreck or involved in a workers' comp claim, bad things can happen when they provide a recorded statement to the insurance company, right? Tell us what you've experienced.
That's very true. Unfortunately, people make the mistake of thinking that the insurance company is here to help them instead of the fact that they're trying to build a case to deny their claim often. It happens quite often in the car accident case where they ask questions that you're not going to know the answer to, really. Basically, how much time did it take you before you saw the car in front of you? Time and speed questions are often very confusing and often lead to denied cases.
Yeah, and you've pointed out that when the adjuster asks for a recorded statement, those measurable details, those measured details of how an accident happened really might not even be necessary to be recorded, right?
Absolutely. And what happens is when they ask for a recorded statement, that should be a red flag for you. Hey, maybe I need to consult an attorney here because they're building a case against you. Same thing with workers' comp claims, especially in certain states like North Carolina, for example. They've got a very distinct definition of the word accident. And if you don't answer the question exactly right, you may be saying the right thing, but just saying it the wrong way and falling into the trap of now providing your employer and your workers' comp carrier with a defense to your claim. And had you consulted an attorney first, that would not have happened.
Well, I think it makes a lot of sense that when you're talking about details of speed and things you really don't have an accurate response for, you want to stay away from a recorded statement. But are there instances where it is okay to give a recorded statement?
If you have an attorney, we do them all the time. We basically prepare our clients properly for them like they were being deposed, for example. And then we also object to questions that are inappropriate, that ask things that are not relevant to the case, etc. And you can do a recorded statement, but I recommend never doing one without an attorney.
And you want somebody by your side who knows what might be going on behind the scenes. The book, 10 Critical Mistakes to Avoid If You're Injured in a Car Wreck, is available for anybody who requests it, and it covers this pretty thoroughly. Tell us why you wrote it. You make it really easy to read.
I wrote it for the every average day person who is involved in a car accident, who may be involved in a car accident, to know what the basic things to avoid doing. It's not written as a piece of scholarly work. I don't have references in there. It's basically just me telling people what I've seen over the last 30 years. And one of the biggest mistakes people make are giving recorded statements without an attorney present, without an attorney advising them, because they often will destroy their case before their case even goes forward. Just talk to an attorney who's experienced in personal injury law, and we'll make sure these mistakes don't happen.
Good information for everybody to keep in mind. Smith Injury Law practices in areas like personal injury, workers' compensation, car and truck collisions, Social Security disability claims. Every case is handled by you personally or your partner, Scott Becky. Why is that so important?
It's very important because we have two lawyers here that have got a lot of experience. I've got 30 years experience. I think Scott's got like 28 years experience. He used to be a defense attorney before he came to work with me. He's done a lot of cases in North and South Carolina, a lot of jury trials, and we work together, and it's a big difference like any other type of profession. Would you want to go to a doctor who you're his first patient, or do you want to go to an experienced surgeon when you're having heart surgery? Same kind of thing. You want somebody who's experienced, who understands what you're going through, not somebody who's learning on the job. And unfortunately, that's just the reality of life. It's better to get an experienced person than someone who's not experienced. And when you call a big firm that maybe does a lot of advertising, you don't know who you're going to get. When you call us, you're going to get both of us most of the time, but Scott Becky and Richard Smith.
And you two are there to help talk people through some of these situations that they're going to need some guidance. And people can get in touch with you. They can call 300-HURT or visit 300hurt.com, and they can request the 10 Critical Mistakes book that way too. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Nice to see you again, Margaret.